For this tutorial, we're going to explore one of the most used and favorite used tool in Google SketchUp, and that is your push-pull command tool. With this tool, you can do a number of things. First, we have in front of us a few images or shapes created in Google SketchUp. The push-pull tool is in your toolbars. Of course, you can find it in your getting started set or in your large set. But as you can see, it is the brown rectangle with the red arrow that's going up. Now, this tool can be used in a number of ways. The first way is to either select the tool with the left click, hover over the area, and as you can see, the area becomes populated with the small dots. And if you left click and you begin to pull your mouse up, you can also pull your mouse in the down direction. And if I was on the side of any of these shapes, I can pull it to the side, either left or right. Now, the push-pull tool is this tool that turns your 2D image into those 3D models that we're looking for in working in our SketchUp. Now, again, you can select the tool first and then go to the shape, press and escape, or bring us out of the tool, or you can go to the arrow, which is your selection tool, and you can select the area you want to push pull first, and then go ahead to the command and do what you need to do with it. Now for this, I am going to either pull this up or I can use my mouse to bring it over to the edge of another shape at a height that I already like and snap it right to that same height by selecting an endpoint or an edge line. With a circle, you can do the same thing. You can hover over it, seeing that we are in the command, and left click to begin to work it up. But you don't have to release and click to the size that you want. You can go ahead and type in a distance of measurement that you like. Let's say we wanted this to be 4 feet. And I'm going to press enter and it snaps it right to 4 feet. Let's use the orbit tool to kind of orbit around and see how we have turned those flat 2D images or shapes into a 3Ds by using this push-pull tool. And just demonstrating using the push-pull, you can pull any direction. Notice that when we hover over this circle, we get a circle with a line through it that's telling us stop, and it said cannot push, pull curved or smooth surfaces. This is because the surfaces must be flat, and in the circular surface, it is rounded, and that surface is not flat, it's made up of multiple surfaces joined together to form the circle shape, opposed to just individual flat faces. Remember, using the pencil tool, you can draw a line through a shape or on a face. And doing that, or if you have two faces, now we have 1 and 2, you can use your push-pull tool to move your faces separately. Another cool thing with our push-pull tool is the ability, let's move this out. I'm going to slide my screen over. And let's pretend that we have an interior wall. So we're going to draw the wall, and I'm just kind of eyeballing, no real straightness or direction. But let's say we have a wall of 5-inch thickness. Zoom in. Actually, my apologies. We have a wall that we're just going to go ahead and begin to draft. Inch. There we go. And then I'm going to use this push pull, and it's really not a wall. It's more just this smaller rectangular shape, and I am zoomed out. I'll zoom in a moment. And let's go and pull this guy up. I just pulled it up to any direction and any height. And I'm just orbiting around, and we see that it is pulled up on all sides. If we wanted to create something and use our push-pull tool to kind of begin like a pattern, we can have some of it in, some of it out. Again, if I want maybe to move that back and then only select this, and I want it to be to this exact depth of the bottom, I will pull it out, bring my mouse to an edge, snap it in, and when I turn this to the side, here we have an even distance for both the top bump out and the bottom bump out. Another cool thing with the push-pull tool is if we had an image that was already to a certain thickness and we wanted to make it smaller, all we would need to do is push pull, and we're just now, instead of pulling it, we're pushing it to decrease the thickness. If you had something like the shape of a door and we wanted to show this door open, you can use your push pull tool to achieve that. Notice that if I hover over the door area or this cutout, when I start to push, it disappears with once I release my mouse. Now, why does that happen? Let's go to undo. What it's doing is now it's making one surface join another surface. That other surface is the back of that wall. And when I clicked, and I'll do that again, the back of that wall or go to that edge, I'm telling it to join it. And when it joins it, it disappears. And I'll do that again. I'm simply using my push pull, moving it. And if I wanted to stop there and just show it not all the way gone, I can stop. But once this face goes to the same line as the back face, it will disappear. So that is the joining of faces, which creates our openings or cutouts in our SketchUp. The same can be done if we had a window or if our wall was thicker. It doesn't matter if it's thick or thin. So we pull the wall forward, or the face that represents our wall, and now our window looks as though it's cut out, but it's not shown on the other side. But if we go ahead and use our push-pull tool and continue to push it, it'll either go all the way to the back, as seen here, or we can use that push-pull tool Join it to the back of the face by selecting the edge. And voila, it's gone. The push-pull tool, again, is one of the most used tool and one of the favorite tools in Google SketchUp. And remember, this tool is what takes your drawings from 2D images to 3D images.